Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today in this video we are going to explore about few more properties of CSS like list style, float and the cursor. So if you are new here, please consider subscribing so you won't miss any updates. So now let's start the video. Now as you can see in my screen that I have created one HTML file in my CSS folder and I have added one content over here like another list. Okay, so now let's see what is list style property in CSS. Okay, so first thing I'll do, I'll create a style tag and I'll target UL, which is another list component. Okay, so over here we can use list style. Okay, so once you use list style, you will be able to manipulate these bullet dots, okay, irrespective of what tag you are using. Either it can be ul or ol. Okay, you can change the list, like the style of the list. Okay, right now you can see bullet dots over here. Okay, that you can change. So if I do control and space over here, you can see so many options you will be having over here. Okay, so let's see with the first one. Okay, circle. And you see, once the moment I apply circle, you can see it's turned into circle. Right now you are not getting the bullet dots. Okay, so same way you can have the decimal values. Okay, which we can get at OL. Okay, order list, that time we can get it, right? So that you can manipulate with the list style also. Okay, and let's see decimal leading 0. Okay, so you will have 0 1 0 2 0 3 like that. Okay, and same way let's see the other ones. We have disk with the blood dot. Okay, we can call it as disk also in this. Okay, that you can do. And geo origin, so some other things will come over here. So same way you have so many things, like you want alpha, lower alpha, that you can get it with this. And you have lower Greek geeks. Okay, and then Latin, lower Latin, and Roman also you can get like 1 2 3 4. Okay, so lower Roman, I think Roman also will have, yeah, upper Roman we have, so you can get it like this. Okay, so list style, with this you can manipulate the style of the list. Okay, so let's see few more in this. And also see, we have none property as well. Okay, sometime during the designing of the navigation bar, okay, we create another list. Okay, and that time we don't want this dots. Okay, that time what we can do is we can just make the list style none, so we're not going to see any of those dots in the navigation bar. That's the reason. Okay, this is the most important property as well we have. Okay, so that you can apply, and the square you can get it as a square. Okay, so this is how the list style property work in CSS. Okay, so let's see what is float property we have. Okay, now you can see on the screen I have added one paragraph, which is like just dummy paragraph with a lorem, and then I have added one image. Okay, so you can see this is the Royal Enfield, that image we are getting. So let's try to apply float on an image. Okay, so for that what I'll do is I'll go here and I'll target the img tag, which is image tag, and apply the float over here. Okay, what float will do is it will shift your image or whatever on whatever element you are going to apply, right? That element will going to shift. Okay, by default everything is left aligned and float also left. Okay, but once you do the float right or center, it will going to float to that position. Okay, so let's say right. Okay, so I will apply right, and you see this is going on the right side. Okay, same thing you can do on the left side as well. So left is the default that you can get. Okay, same thing, you have none. If it's already there, you can make it null, and the inline start and end. Okay, that you can do, but it will not going to make that much effect. Okay, but the thing is where we want to use it. Okay, so if I create one more paragraph after this, and that time if I apply float as right, you will see we are getting such a nice effect with this. Okay, that we have one paragraph, beside that we have one more image. Okay, so in order to get this effect, you need to have the image first and then the paragraph, so that it will go over here. Okay, once the moment you apply float, it will, the image will not be a block. Okay, it will be inline. Okay, so that's the reason it's coming after the paragraph. Okay, same thing if you take one more paragraph, let's copy paste one more time, and you'll see it is coming over here. Okay, So right now this will not going to have any block, so that's why it's completely on the left float. Okay, and that's why you are getting paragraph on the left side. Okay, so this with the float property, right, you can apply this kind of effect. Okay, same thing if you do left, right, it will going to come on the left and the paragraph will be on the right side. Okay, and you see some space is missing, like we want some space. So for that what you can do is we have like margin, right, not the padding because it's inside. Okay, we want the margin outside. Okay, so for that what you can do is for this image you can apply margin on the right side. Okay, so let's say margin right 20 pixel, and you see we are getting it properly space over here. Okay, okay, so let's see what is this cursor property and how we can use in CSS. To see that, I'll just remove this background color and I'll create a button. Okay, so in order to create a button, you can have a button tag over here and then click here. I'll give it as a name and we'll see a button appear over here. Okay, so by default, you see this is the cursor. Okay, I'm just moving this, right. This is the by default cursor, which is an arrow. Okay, so this cursor you can change whenever it's hovering over this. Okay, that you can change. So how to do that? So in order to do that, you have to target the button first. Okay, button, and then provide cursor here, and you have so many cursors inside that. Okay, so right now let's see one thing as pointer. Okay, so I have done as pointer, and let's save it and let's hover over the button, and you see we are getting hand symbol. Okay, earlier it's a arrow. Okay, you see this is the arrow, but now we are getting as this. Okay, hand symbol. So this is how you change the cursor of the anything. Okay, if you want to apply on a paragraph, let's say image. Okay, if I am hovering over the image on you see it's a arrow only. Okay, if I apply cursor as pointer and let's save this, and you see we are getting the hand symbol over here. Okay, so this is how the cursor property will work. And let's see few other cursors which we have over here. Let's see copy. Okay, let's say copy and let's go back, and you see some plus button is there. Okay, you can't directly see that, but small plus is coming over here. Okay, so that's a copy one, and one more we have none. Okay, what none will do is whenever you go there the cursor will disappear. Okay, so let's see properly in the image also. Okay, you see image on image, if I go it's showing hand. Okay, if I do none it will not going to show the cursor. Okay, so this is the cursor over here. I'm going on top of the image, but the cursor is gone. Okay, that's how you can remove the cursor as well. Okay, and we have not allowed as well. Okay, so it will give you this particular thing. Okay, so if you want to show somewhere that this button should not be clicked, right, that time you can do not allowed and nobody will click it. Okay, so it will be like this cursor. Okay, yeah, so this is about list style, how we can apply on the unordered list to convert into any type of list style we want. And we saw how we can create this kind of effect using the float property. And also we saw how we can use the cursor. Okay. So thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please consider subscribing to the channel and give it a thumbs up. I'll be back with more content in the next video. Thank you.